Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA continues to drop, so it shows some weakness. Price actually dropped now below the 30.5 cent level. That shows increased weakness. Yeah, and it makes this triangle count that I showed you on the other chart yesterday much more likely. I can't really count this anymore as 1, 2, 3, 4 and with a wave 5 to come. I did give it the possibility above 30.5 cents, but now with a break below the trend line and a break below the horizontal support, yeah, no chance. I mean, surely there might be other possibilities, other possible bullish counts. Anything can always go up, right? Even from a corrective structure, but it's all about probabilities and, you know, what should happen and not really what could happen. So while I still have this count here, which shows potential upside, it is certainly not one that I trust, but I highlighted that in previous videos, so we shouldn't be surprised if it breaks. Yeah, in the absence of any other good count, I just leave it like that for now until we get a bit more clarity. But I think, as I said yesterday, with a break of the trend line, the triangle count gets more and more likely. I actually need to choose the right chart here. So it's this one here. It is just very hard to say, because with the triangle count, I can't really confirm it at this stage because we don't have enough waves yet. Okay, but it is one that I've been tracking over the last few weeks already, where we said, okay, we've got potentially an Elliott wave triangle here in an A wave up, a B wave down, a C wave up, maybe a D wave down in the making now. It would fit quite well, actually. And then if it gets a lower high in an E wave, it could complete this fourth wave, and then with one more low to come in a fifth wave, okay? So that's sort of still likely, and that low, that fifth wave could take us below the January low, the December low, which was around 23 cents. But first of all, based on this wave count, what should really happen is a D wave low, basically a higher low, and then a lower high. And that higher low would land between 28.8 cents and 23.1. So it should sort of just about, yeah, it could end above the December low. But this is sort of roughly the area that I'm watching for. So this trend line is just there for orientation. It's not really a valid trend line. Just to sketch out that we could be in an Elliott wave triangle. In an Elliott wave triangle, you can get an overshooting B wave, in this case to the downside. It's a so-called running triangle. And the thing is, if you zoom out a little bit, you see clearly that the price only rallied in 3 waves. Now that can always become something more bullish, absolutely. But is it something that is very likely? It's very hard to say. Actually, no, it is not very likely. And it seems like that we have a good chance to get to that 28.8 cent level. Yeah? It looks like a very clear 3-wave rally, and also the move down looks a bit choppy. So it all adds up to the idea that we're moving in 3-wave structures here, up and down. So what I'm doing now, I'm very much observing this next target at 28.8 cents, see if we get there. And I would now maintain this as primary count until price breaks above what I have labeled here as the small B wave high within the Elliott wave D wave, or the triangle D wave. So if price breaks above the B wave, that's at 33.5 cents. Then I think we have another chance to turn it around. But it is, again, it is not a count that is very much predictive at the moment. It is very, you could say, unreliable, very unstable, very choppy. And I think what is best here to do is either not do anything and just wait for better setups, or maybe to look into this support area for a potential long trade. But is it a likely one? I mean, what this count suggests, it would just be an E wave to the upside. These can be very short and shallow. Surely, I mean, you can never rule out that this is some kind of a wave 1 in a 3-wave move as part of a larger diagonal, but that would need proof as well. If we talk about probabilities, I mean, there's no reason to focus on a low probability chart or count for a trade and just to hope it will happen. Okay, so it's just your money is too valuable for that. Yeah, you've worked for that. So while I am watching this area, I would not consider it as a high probability trade or anything on the long side. I think there is a good chance we get there now, and there is a good chance to see a bounce in this area, either from 28.8 cents or 23.1. sort of in this region somewhere, yeah. But I would not really use this as a long trade. Yeah, I would need some clarity. We always need to see 5 waves, as market structure tells us. We need to see 5 waves into a direction, And then we could look into a pullback from there after these 5 waves to get an entry point with a stop loss level that we can determine. Or obviously for anybody who likes to trade breakouts, I mean, the 38.5 cent level is certainly a certain breakout point. It's not only previous structural resistance that are highlighted many times, it's also here this spike that occurred on the 14th of July. So unfortunately, not too much more stuff happening here, but we broke the trend line, and I think the triangle count is certainly worth watching more and more these days. And let's see if we get there. By the way, we have micro support now at this A wave low. So you can see that here, the small A wave, that is at 30 cents. So if we break below that, I think then we could get that flush. And if we talk about the ratios between the A wave and the C wave, then we take the length of the A wave, go to the high of the B wave, and the 1-to-1 ratio is typically a likely one, 25.3 cents. So also a level to watch in addition to the other ones I already mentioned. Okay, that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.